Hello and welcome to the BS Academy. Now this is the third chart of the subject IM and OR, in which will include the transportation problem as well as the plant layout, and that after the job sequencing. At the end, the quality engineering is there. Let's begin with the first one, which is transportation problems. We are providing the short notes for the different subjects of the mechanical engineering for GATE 2021. So if you are new to our channel, then please subscribe for the upcoming videos. And till now we have completed the 3 subjects. The links for that videos are in description box. In the transportation problems, or you can say that the transportation models, first question in your mind that what is the need for these models. As you all know, LPP, which is linear programming problems, is dealing with the issue of shipping commodities from multiple sources to multiple destinations. So the objective of the transportation models are to determine the shipping schedule that minimizes the total shipping cost while satisfying supply and demand constraints. And here TM is a comparative tool in the business decision making. Then after, main applications of the transportation models are for the location decisions, then after the production planning, then capacity planning and the transshipment. Then there are major assumptions which are taken in the transportation models. First one is items are homogeneous, then second one is shipping cost per unit is same, then the third one is only one route is from place of the shipment to the destination. Now there are some notes which are very important for the GATE examination point of view. First one is the number of decision variable, which is equal to m cross n, and also you can say that the number of dependent point. Then second note is if total demand is not equal to total supply, then number of demand is equal to m. Then third one is number of supply point, or you can say that the number of constraint or number of basic variable, all is equal to m plus n minus 1. Here the fourth note is there. Then fourth one is number of basic variable plus number of non-basic variable is equal to number of dependent variables. Then fifth one is for non-degenerate problem, allocated cell is equal to m plus n minus 1, where allocated cell is equal to number of basic cells. Then after, for degenerate problems, number of basic cell is not equal to m plus n minus 1. Then after, Modi method is used for basic feasible solution of non-degenerate problems. Mostly in every example, Modi method is used. Then after, in degeneracy, you have to add the epsilon or some values at the non-basic cell having the least cost and which do not make the closed loop, that you have to remember. Then after, if demand is not equal to the supply, then add dummy row or the dummy column, and penalty is equal to difference between two minimum cost. Then the last note is for the LCM method, for two equal least cost cells, you have to give the priority the cell having the more demand. Then there are 5 methods for the transportation models. It can be classified in 2 ways. First, for the initial basic feasible solution, there are 3 methods are there. First one is northwest corner method, then after second one is least cost method, and the third one is the Vogel's approximation method. Then for optimal solution, there are 2 methods are there. First one is the Modi method and the second one is stepping stone method. And due to we are making the videos of short notes only, we are not here explaining the methods in detail. So if you want to learn this method, then the videos are available in the YouTube, you can search out there. Then coming towards the next chapter, which is plant layout. Basically there are 4 types of the plant layout. First one is product or line layout, then after the process layout, then the fixed position layout, and the last one is cellular layout. Now for the first layout, which is product or line layout, the efficiency will be more, then high quantity, then mass production, then less waiting time, and PPC will be easy for this layout. Then efficiency is also, you can say here, the line efficiency is there. Then in the second layout, which is the process layout or functional layout, the variety of the products is more in this layout than non-standard products. Then after automation is not possible, then efficiency is lower than the product layout. Then after high skilled manpower is required, then PPC is very difficult for this layout. Then third layout is fixed position layout. Here the product is made at the place or the location of the requirement, and the examples are like wagons, boilers, ship, big weapons, aircrafts, etc. Then the fourth layout is cellular layout. It includes the FMS. Here FMS stands for Flexible Manufacturing System, and cellular layout is the building block of the FMS. In this layout, batch production can be done. Cellular layout, you can say that it is the combination of product layout and the process layout, because by this layout you can get the more line efficiency as well as more variety of products. Then after lean manufacturing system. Before that, we have completed 6 chapters of IM and OR. The link for that videos are in description box. Now it is used for reducing the wastage of the material, then transportation as well as inventory and the machining delay time. Then after in this process, JIT means just in time process which used, and it is pull system there. Then Kanban system is also used for feedback need of inventory, and Can means visual and Ban means signal. Then after the visuals are P Kanban and signals are C Kanban also called. Now there are two types of systems. First one is pull system and second one is push system. In the pull systems, after the requirement of the customer, the orders are placed, and in the push system, without the requirement of the customers, the products are pushed in the market. And note that the JIT is pull system is there, because when the requirement of the customers are there, then just in time the process is used and the manufacturing is done. One note is there which is important for the examination. If we talk about the quantity point of view, then job, then after batch production, then after mass production, and then after the continuous production, the quantity will increase. And if we talk about the variety of the products, then continuous products, then mass products, then batch products, and then after the job products, the variety will increase. Then the full form of craft is computerized relative allocation of facility technique, and full form of LDAPT is automated layout design problem techniques. Then after the fourth one is the facility layout technique chart is LDAPT, and it is used for relationship. These 4 notes were asked in the GATE examination in the questions like the full form of the respective terms. Then here the important term is there. BEA means the break-even analysis. In that, first one is BEP means break-even point. For break-even analysis, the graph is here. You can see that there are FC, TVC, TC and TRC are represented. So when the total cost and total revenue cost are intersect each other, then the point is known as the QBEP, means break-even point. At break-even point, no loss, no profit situation is there. After that, the profit will generate. Here one example is also there for finding the value of BEP. See that y1 is 100 plus 2x and y2 is 200 plus x. Then draw the diagram. Then at x is equal to 100, the line 1 and 2 are intersect each other. Then the point x is equal to 100 is known at the break-even point, and at BEP total cost is equal to total revenue cost. Then after some equations are there. First one is contribution is equal to P minus VC. Then contribution of margin QX is equal to TRC minus TVC. Then marginal cost MC is equal to PQ minus VQ. Then CMR is equal to TRC minus TVC upon TRC. Then CMR is also equal to PQX minus VQX upon PQX. Then after the quantity Q is equal to FC upon P minus VC, where Q at BEP, and CMR is equal to 1 minus VC upon P. Then sixth one is break even quantity. BES means break even sales, which is equal to P into Q at BEP, and BES is also equal to FC upon 1 minus VC by P. Then profit is equal to TRC minus TC, which is equal to PQ minus FC plus Q into VC, and profit is also equal to minus FC plus P minus VC into QX. Then for profit, QX should greater than QBEP and TRC should greater than TC. Then after some equation for the financial evaluation of project, and the objective of the financial evaluation of project is potential for earning and impact of an inflation, then effect of risk. First one is the concept of fixed deposit. For that, the equation will be like F is equal to P into 1 plus I raised to N, where F is equal to future value, P is equal to present value, N is equal to number of year, and I is equal to interest rate per year. Then corresponding factor for single payment is equal to 1 plus I raised to N gem 1. Then present value factor for future payment is equal to 1 upon 1 plus I raised to N. Then after recurring deposit RD, for that F is equal to A into 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 upon I. Then A is equal to F into I upon 1 plus I raised to N minus 1, where corresponding factor is equal to 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. And annuity or equal payment series, A is equal to, the equation will be like F into I upon 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. Then sinking factor or deficit factor is equal to 1 upon 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. And the last one is the loan concept, in which P is equal to A into 1 plus I raised to N, where N is negative, and divided by I. Then A is equal to P into I upon 1 minus 1 plus I raised to minus N. Then capital recovery factor is equal to I upon 1 minus 1 plus I raised to minus N. Then coming towards the job sequencing, in this process, the Gantt chart or Johnson's algorithm is very important for the examination. So there are mainly 3 to 4 types of questions were asked from this chapter. The second type of questions, which is based on the Jackson's algorithm. For that, two conditions are there. First one is minimum of M1 is greater than that of maximum of M2, and the other one is minimum of M3 greater than or equal to maximum of M2. From these two conditions, if one of the conditions is satisfied, then you can use the Jackson's algorithm. Then after n job 1 machine questions, there are 3 methods are there. First one is SPT, then EDD, and the last one is CR method. Here SPT stands for shortest processing time, then EDD stands for earliest due date rule, and CR stands for critical ratio. Here note that in the EDD, the jobs will be sequenced in increasing order of the due date, and for critical ratio, the CR is equal to due date minus today's date upon days needed to complete the work or complete the job, which is equal to time remaining upon the work remaining. and CR greater than 1, then the job is ahead of schedule, then CR is equal to 1, then job is on schedule, and CR less than 1, then job is behind the schedule. So these are some notes there. Then least slack is equal to due date minus processing time. Some important terms are there. First one is the job flow time. We can say that the time from starting time to the completing time of the job. Then second one is the average JFT, means total JFT divided by the number of job. Then MOS is equal to PQX minus PQ at BAP, then divided by PQX, and the average number of job in the system, which is equal to total job flow time upon MST, or you can say that the elapsed time. Here MST stands for max span time. Then after, the lateness is equal to positive, which means positive is a task will complete after the due date, and if the negative lateness is there, then before due date is there, which is desirable for the process or for the job. Then after, the last chapter is quality engineering. From this chapter, mostly the 1 mark questions will be asked in the CAT examination. First one is value engineering. It is a function oriented systematic team approach and study, and it provides the value in product or service. Then value is equal to function per post, or you can say that the utility per post. Then value engineering is a productive approach and done before the product formation. Then the second one is the value analysis, and after production value addition is known as the value analysis. Here it is the reactive approach and it is done in the post production process. Then total quality management TQM is there. It is based on the top management, then fully involved, then strong customer orientation, then after systematic problem solving approach. And then the QFD is there, quality function deployment. Then premium customer is there, then fulfill customers requirements and voice of customers into design specification. Then after, methods of identify the critical customer attributes to create a specific link between the customer attributes and the design specification. Then the meaning of Kaizen is continuous improvement. Then after, the most important topic is there, which is Six Sigma, and the diagram for this topic you can see here. Then the equation of f of x is equal to 1 upon sigma into under root 2 pi into e raised to minus 1 upon z into x minus mu by sigma square. Then for plus or minus sigma, the percentage will be like 68%, then plus or minus 2 sigma percentage will be 95%, and for plus or minus 3 sigma the percentage will be 99.7%. And there are some methodologies. First one is DMAIC, which stands for Define, Measure, Analysis, Improve and Control. Then the second one is DMADV, means Define, Measure, Analysis and Design, Verify. Then DMADOV stands for Design, Measure, Analysis, Design, Optimize and Verify. Then DSSS stands for Developing Six Sigma Software. Then CFPM stands for Cross Function Process Mapping. Then after, the lean manufacturing is there. It is an operational system that maximizes the value addition and eliminate the waste in the entire process, which is called the lean manufacturing. And it reduces the waste of, first one is overproduction, then after inventory, then after motion, then waiting or dwell time, then after over processing, and the last one is transportation. Then it based on the Japanese method, which focused on the 3M, where first M stands for Muda, which is wastage. Then second one is M for Mura, which is stands for inconsistent. Then the last one is M for Muri, which is for unreasonableness or overburden. Then JIT stands for just-in-time process, which is full system implemented first ever by Toyota company. Then after the last term is process capability. In that topic, first one is USL, which stands for upper specification limit, then LSL, which stands for lower specification limit, and CPK stands for process capability index. Then PP stands for process performance and PPK stands for process performance index. Then the equations are there. First one is Cp is equal to USL minus LSL upon 6 into sigma. Then CPK is equal to minimum of USL minus x bar upon 3 into sigma, or x bar minus LSL upon 3 into sigma. Then PP is equal to USL minus LSL upon 6, and PPK is equal to minimum of LSL minus mu upon 3 into sigma star, then mu minus LSL upon 3 into sigma star. Then mu stands for population mean, then sigma stands for sample standard deviation, and sigma star stands for population standard deviation. Here in the PP, you have to consider the value of sigma star. So this is all about the third chart of the IM and OR subject, in which we have considered the first one is the transportation problem, then after the plant layout, then after the job sequencing, and at the end the quality engineering is there. We have considered only the important formula for understanding the concepts. You can calculate some more examples based on the concept for your practice. And if you like this video, please do like and subscribe to the BS Academy channel.